What's up guys, Nico Me here, and today I'm talking about the new queen of grass, the Lopunny of the vines, the Milotic of the forest. This is Tsareena. Now I'm guessing it's pronounced Tsareena because there's a T and then Tsareena, and usually the T before an S is silent, so I'm going with Tsareena. It is a pure grass type, which I think is an interesting choice. I think it could have been grass fighting, but if you think about it, it then would have been really bad against flying types. It would have been bad against psychic and fairy, so there's probably more harm there than there would be good. But is a very unique Pokemon that I'm definitely going to be using on my team. It has a very, very, very good ability. I will be showing you a competitive set that you can use once this Pokemon comes out. We know enough about this Pokemon where I can make a move set, add some items, the abilities, and really give you a good idea of what Tsareena will be up to competitively. But also, I'm going to go on this site right now and read you the description of this Pokemon. So in this video, you'll know everything about it, from the Pokemon itself, what it's all about, its unique moves, abilities, and also how you can use this thing competitively once Pokemon Sun and Moon comes out next month. So Tsareena is the fruit Pokemon. It's pure grass, 3 foot 11 inches tall, 47.2 pounds. Its abilities are Leaf Guard and Queenly Majesty, which is a new ability that I will be talking about in a minute. So here is its description. Tsareena has the nature of high-class nobility. Any Pokemon or human that approaches it with evil in mind will be punished forthwith. It even turns its fearsome glare upon its own trainer if the two of them are not fully in sync. So this girl, she'll turn her head on you. She'll be like, you are not doing it right, okay? You aren't being in sync with me. You aren't obeying me. I'm not obeying you. We are just having a bad time here. She is going to disrespect you if you disrespect her. Or if its trainer orders it to use a move that will be ineffective. So it has a good heart, okay? You know, it's not doing it to hurt you. She's just doing it in order to help the battle. Only the strongest of Steenie are able to evolve, which is its second evolution. When this happens, the Steenie evolves with the blessing of other Steenie. It then uses its strength to protect the Bound Suite, which is the first evolution. So that's an interesting story there. Tsareena is a high-kicking virtuoso. I pronounced that wrong, I'm sorry. It has honed these skills beyond the level it has achieved as a Steenie, and it attacks with graceful movements. At the same time, its fragrance mesmerizes its opponents, dealing them a secondary attack. Drop Kick is a move that only Tsareena can learn. Okay, there's lots of unique moves that only certain Pokemon can learn this generation. I know the Komomo, the new dragon, it has a unique move, and other Pokemon this generation have a lot of unique moves, which is really cool. It lowers an opponent's attack by showering it with blazing hot kicks, in a style similar to that originating from tropical countries. So it, I think, is just like Blaze Kick for grass Pokemon, but it also lowers attack. So it's like Leaf Blade, but it lowers attack too, and I'm sure it's a little weaker in terms of damage. Next, it's said that this Pokemon loses its strength if touched on the crown, like protuberance on its head. Okay. Some Tsareena have the Queenly Majesty ability, which no other Pokemon has previously had. The effects of Queenly Majesty are so intimidating that it prevents opponents from using priority moves. Very, very cool ability there. I'll talk about more of that ability and its usefulness when we get to the competitive side of this Pokemon. Okay, speaking of the competitive side of this Pokemon, here is the template that I have created. Now this set is very, very easy to pick out. These are all moves that I think are guaranteed for this Pokemon, so I just kind of going with them. There are some other moves that this Pokemon could potentially get that might change the moveset, but I am thinking it's going to follow this. I think it's going to be a fast physical attacker. Obviously, it kind of has the Lopunny appeal in the way that it is set in the description that has very fast movements with kick abilities. So it's kind of like Lopunny in the way that it's kind of a very lean Pokemon. It looks like it can be very, very fast, and I think that it also translates into high attack and high speed stats. It's fair to assume this thing will have pretty weak defense and special defense, and maybe the same with HP. So I am thinking that it's going to be focused on speed and attack. just like Lopunny. With its ability, Queenly Majesty, you can ensure that this Pokemon will basically always go first because of its very high speed stat and the fact that nothing can use priority on it, meaning things like Extreme Speed, Aqua Jet, Shadow Sneak, Bullet Punch. All those moves will not be able to prioritize itself. So it's most likely always going to get the first attack. So I gave it High Jump Kick and Trop Kick for sure. Trop Kick being the new move that it has, that is the grass move that lowers attack. So those things are going to be very powerful. The Trop Kick is going to be a physical attacking move. It's going to get the stab thing because it's going to be a grass move and it's a grass type Pokemon. So both of those two moves are very, very, very powerful and will be able to do lots of damage. Now the other two moves I think will be differed, okay? I think there are two ways to run this, and that will be a Leech Seed / Protect type of thing, where your opponent will not be able to kill this thing by priority moves, so you can Leech Seed it, so you can ensure that it just wouldn't be able to die that quick based off of it. You know what I mean? Giving it Leech Seed would kind of give it kind of a blanket. Same with Protect. Protect and Leech Seed, you'd be able to get a good like 20%-ish health back every 2 turns because of Leech Seed and Protect. And I just think it'd be very, very good for it to have longevity in the battle and really give it more power in its health. It also, of course, gets rid of a lot of the opponent's HP in the process, which is going to be good ultimately. Now, the other way I think you could run this thing is very hypothetical. If it gets something like Extreme Speed or Knockoff, you can, instead of putting leftovers on this thing, you can give it a Life Orb, so you can ensure that this Pokemon will be packing a punch. You know, it will be able to take away some of its HP in the process, but it will be doing a lot of damage. So if it does get a good move pool, which I'm not really sure it will, because Lopunny is very similar to this Pokemon, it does not have a huge move pool to go through, but hopefully it gets more of a Lopunny one where it gets like Ice Punch, but sadly, I don't know if it'll be a punch because this thing's more focused on kicks. So maybe it will get Blaze Kick. If it gets Blaze Kick, that would be awesome. But if it does get more offensive options, I would replace the Leech Seed and the Protect with the more offensive options and give it a Life Orb. So that way it can have, let's say it does get Blaze Kick and it does get Knockoff. You now have Dark and a Fire move to really cover all bases. It being a very, very fast Pokemon, being able to take out most things very quickly, and then also making sure that they can't prioritize against you will be very, very, very nice to have. So that's what I have for this Pokemon. Obviously, the ability will be Queenly Majesty. It's just such a great ability. It really knocks out a lot of potential of this thing to get killed. So if this thing obviously does not have much health, a priority move could probably knock this thing out if it's below half HP. And that's going to be very good because now it can outspeed everything without having to worry about being prioritized against. So yeah, that's what I think about this Pokemon. Tell me what you think. I'm going to use this thing competitively in the game itself. I just love its design. I think it's a cool Pokemon, and I love its ability. And yeah, thanks for watching. Comment down below. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.